Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly analysis. This is basically where we go through the analysis that we made through last week and see how the market played out. Just a quick one, apologies for the sound quality for the past few videos. It's just because we was working from home. So for the next couple of days I will be back. I just need to find a better travel mic, but nonetheless, let's just push forward with the video. So just to collectively summarize what happened in this week, there was no real long-term moves here. The best sort of moves were a very short-term move. So if you was capitalizing on every 10, 20, 30 pips, you should be quite good in this week. There was no real decisive move in one direction or the other. So I'll show you what I mean as we go through. So starting with GBP USD, we stated that we wanted to see some testing of one of these reversal zones. So we headed towards the top, this red middle one in between here, and just fluctuating between testing the weekly level at 1.29. We didn't really find the exact move like I was talking about earlier, but if you took this trade for a short after that bearish sentiment, that there was roughly about 60 pips in one direction before before touching our daily level, as it quickly rejected, as that was at 1.283. Then price obviously pushed all the way back up and tested the level again. There was no proper bullish momentum, but until the end of the week. But like I said in the daily analysis videos, that we were less likely to get involved, especially on one of the days as we had a bank holiday or Thanksgiving in US dollar. So there's low volume there, so that obviously affects the trading essentially. So left out that. I do actually think because of that holiday, it affected the one of the days trading, so it influenced I guess the direction of where things were going. But nonetheless, moving on to Euro USD, we just sideways moved, really, not really exactly pushed in one direction, but it was very choppy to get in on this pair. If you managed to get in from last week and still holding, then it was good to hold, as we saw that the bears are still in control here. So we still pushed our way just and tapped into our reverse zone as we stated here. We'll have to see what happens next week, but there was no real proper move here to capitalize on with Euro USD. With USD JPY, we saw our way immediately with a very big push, as we saw price close above our red reversal zone, and it quickly just tapped in to our reversal area. I think we spoke about this on one of the daily analysis, and we took well, it was a potential to take a trade here if you just instantly got into the trade, and that would roughly just be 30 pips profit if you just took that in, like we said before at the start of the video. If you was to take money off the table as you go along in a 10, 30 or 10, 20 or 30 pip manner, you would be able to capitalize on that move and not worry about the profits being lost out. So that's all for USD JPY. So moving on to gold, no real push to either side. We saw the reversal zone test twice. We got the push to the downside, and then we had that huge push back up to retest. Very clear here, and then we saw the price just fadely pushing down, testing this structure low. Failed to close lower, and we resulted with the end of the week a big bullish price move to the upside back into the reversal area. So that will be interesting to see what happens next week. Finally, with the cryptocurrencies, let's just check this Bitcoin. So we can see that we retraced back into the reversal zone as we expected. Very tight move, really, just a nice head and shoulders here. If we actually look very close here, this is on the 4-hour time frame. We also are within the reversal area. We try to close above it, and now we are within it now. So as I'm currently recording this video, we're still testing this level, and as you can see, it's in confluence with our weekly level at 7,531. So if we find some rejection and some bullish momentum, we could potentially be quick enough to get into a buy order here. Maybe convinced of that. And with Ripple, we can see that we tried to push the downside of this very big reversal zone. I know this reversal zone is very big. It's due to previous wick rejections in the past, so we used these areas in for a reason, and as you can see, we closed below, pushed our way back in, failed to close technically, and we'll find that bearish sentiment that we look for. So we ultimately retrace back to our trend line here. So we'll see what happens next week. We may find that big push and that big impulse move to the upside. So that will be something quite useful to look into for next week. So what I can say is make sure you're looking out for those videos that we post individually on each pair. And these go through what we are looking at, or what we are going to prepare ourselves for next week. So if that is of interest to you, make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, especially if they help you in some sort of way. And yeah, that'll be all from us. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video with the weekly videos.